Really, people of Cleveland, we're just gonna let them take our beloved Indians and just throw them in the garbage? I mean, who is it that's making these decisions? Oh, I see. Gotcha. Gotcha. Is it the people buying the tickets? Is it the people watching the games? Is it the people crowding the bars with, watching the games on TV? I mean, who is it exactly that is so offended? I worked at Cleveland Stadium in the 1970s. I saw a lot of games, but I was never really a baseball fan. But I'll tell you who was. My mother was not an Indians fan. She was a fanatic. My mom had a stroke and she was in rehab in New York City, right? She was not allowed to leave the compound. And on her birthday, I convinced the people at the center to let me take her out for an hour or so, right? But I was completely bullshitting. And what I did is once I got my mom outside the place, I took her wheelchair, put it in the back of a cab. We went to Yankee Stadium. A friend of mine had access to a luxury box, right? Which is some experience to go in there if you've never been. Luxury box, you got your own butler, you got your own service. You know, my mom is just thrilled to be there at a baseball game, right? It's my mom's birthday and my wife's birthday at the same time. We get happy birthday, Helen and Carol, up on the scoreboard. Yankee Stadium, it's a big deal, you know? And we got my mom a Yankees hat. Give it to my mom. My mom's 78 years old. She's holding that Yankees hat. She goes, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing this. And she threw it in the fucking garbage. Because that's what an Indians fan did. And you know, my mom passed away a couple months later. And when I was with her in the hospital, I said, Mom, do you remember the last baseball game you went to? She goes, yeah. It was the Indians. Because to her, that was the only baseball there was the Indians. Not the Cleveland Funkamungas, or the Punkapunkas, or the Pankas, or the Bunkas, or the Guardians, or the whatever. It was the Indians. After this big deal of having the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland and this big deal of bringing the Hall of Fame, you're not even going to call the team the Rockers or the Rock and Rollers or the Cleveland Rock Stars. You're not going to plan anything, Matt. You're going to pick something that's got to be explained. First off, the Guardians, really? We're going to name the team after these two statues that are on the west side? I mean, cold, stoned, and covered in shit. One is just called the team the Cleveland Homeless. And I'll tell you another reason why that's a stupid name, because you have to explain it, right? Nobody had to explain the Indians. You don't have to explain the Cubs to anybody. You don't have to explain the name. Well, you see the Guardians, we got these, we've got these statues, and we're gonna name them because like they're statues. I mean, like. And I'll tell you this, people of Cleveland, you let this fly, you just go give in to the mob and change all the names and everything because one person or two people find it offensive. That don't even buy the tickets, don't even support the teams. All I gotta say is that I am really going to miss the Browns.